HaShem, everybody. My name is Joey, and you've reached the Yoke of Messiah YouTube channel. I decided it's such a beautiful day, I come outside and do a quick video since I didn't get to do a full long-form video for you guys earlier this week. And the gist of what is on my mind to talk to you guys about just briefly. Of course, if you hear the sounds of the yard work around us this Friday afternoon, as well as the dogs barking and the kids playing around us, I apologize for the less than perfect audio. But what I wanted to speak about was my wife and I were watching some television last night, which caused me to look at some the YouTube videos today, just about people who feel like they don't belong or don't feel like they're good enough, or even if it's, whether it's a societal component or a religious component or whatever. I just want you guys to know that I grew up in punk rock, and while there's some questionable elements in some parts of the punk rock culture, the thing that it always represented to me, being a young Jewish kid growing up, was the idea that being yourself was the coolest thing that you could be. And in regards to, if you're a Jewish person and you believe in Jesus, that doesn't make you any less Jewish than the next guy. Or if you're somebody who your culture isn't one supposedly to listen to rap or rock and roll or whatever kind of music, or like certain kinds of fashion, or like certain kinds of movies or whatever else, or foods, don't be limited by the presupposed made-up ideas that people want to try and put on you. Be yourself. And that is the power of the individuality that HaShem has created and placed in you, and that is to be yourself. And everyone has opinions, from the Pope to the president to the guy that picks up the trash to little kids. And to be perfectly and flatly honest, the old saying is true, and we'll clean it up a little bit. Opinions are like, we'll say, armpits. Everyone has them, and all of them stink. So if you feel like you don't measure up, or that you are less than, or you don't fit inside of some preset set of rules for your culture or heritage or whatever else, be what it is that HaShem put it in your heart to be. And know that there's those of us out here, just as many square pegs trying to fit in round holes. Throw that off. Don't worry about what other people think, and what other people's suppositions are, and what you should be and how you should be. Know that you are loved. HaShem created you. You are His child, and He loves you as a parent loves you. And that you have brothers and sisters out here that could be construed as just as weird or outcast or not fitting into the preset molds that people have for us. And that doesn't matter. That's those people's problem, not yours. You're a beautiful creation. When God created you, He created you exactly the way that you are, knowing that the world needed one of you in it, and that you're the only one that could fulfill His role and task. That doesn't mean that everything that we're born with, or everything that we have in our personalities, doesn't need some tweaking over the course of time. I feel like HaShem also allows us to be born with our different hardwired issues. I know I've certainly had mine to overcome in my lifetime, things that I've either gotten from nature or nurture, I'm not sure, but things that I've had to work on in myself, personality flaws and defects, that sort of thing. So that's not to glorify the issues that we may come with, but it's to say that God put you here in the special combination of personality traits and physical traits that you have. And He even may have allowed you to be equipped with certain stumbling blocks or struggles as well, because He knew that your personality plus those stumbling blocks, that if you give those struggles and issues to Him, that He will use those to make you more powerful than you could ever be for His kingdom and for your destiny for your destiny to be fulfilled in this life. Because I know personally, like, I have struggled with type 2 diabetes in my life. When I got it, it was 15 years ago, and since then I've had to make adjustments to my lifestyle and my eating habits and all that and lose weight. But ultimately, the type 2 diabetes has been made null and ineffectual in regards to harming me, because HaShem has helped me to overcome that and overcome my own personal bad eating habits. Again, whether that be nature or nurture, I certainly had an issue with gluttony, and He has helped me to overcome that, and He used diabetes type 2 to help me in that. So don't feel like whatever your struggles are, that they will prevent you from being who you need to be or where you need to get, but that they can even be used as strengthening tools to focus where it is you're supposed to go and who it is you're supposed to become in this life. So, all that to be said, HaShem loves you. You're His child. He created you for a specific purpose, and we're all waiting to see the wonderful, beautiful thing God created you to do and the destiny which He put you on earth to fulfill. And we need you to be here amongst us to do that thing. So every blessing on you. I pray that you all had a wonderful Purim holiday this week and have a wonderful time of rest on this holy Shabbat. Shalom Aleichem. If you want to reach us at our Facebook page, you can. Facebook.com/groups/Yoke of Messiah. And of course, as always, you can reach me at the yokeofmessiah@gmail.com email address if you would like to reach me directly. But God bless you guys. Thanks so much for listening. We'll talk to you next week.